All right, so welcome to Holland&Hobbs, episode 13.
So
I know we're
we
looking
know that this
confused.
time?
Yes, it's
Okay.
official.
You know why we were confused last time?
Why is that?
Because we sat on the wrong sides. It took me like a few times watching the different clips you posted. And I'm like, oh, I can't even listen to what we're saying, even though I already know what we said anyway. But like, I'm like, something is not right.
Your vibe was off.
The vibe was off.
Well, now we're back on your good side.
Yep.
And when you said that, I started
I
thinking.
don't even know if you want to say my good side, because I had my hair parted more down the middle. So, but it was just not the natural way of things for us. I felt like it was Hobbs and Holland, and it just wasn't a good vibe. Even though that's correct in like alphabetical order, I'm not 100% sure how Holland got put before Hobbs in the first place.
Well, you know, we got the situation better now.
Feels better.
The weather feels great.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it.
It's not freezing cold. Which
No.
ironically, you like hoodies up and it's like warm outside and like you're layered up still.
This is my uniform.
So I'm out with short sleeves.
No, this is just my uniform.
This is comfort weather now.
Yeah, I'm comfortable in this hoodie.
Okay.
No jacket though.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just wanted to kind of start with getting some things off of my chest.
Okay. You do that.
Usually we start a little light, little friendly topic.
Today though, we coming in hot.
I feel that way. It was just on my spirit. We say the old people say it's in my spirit.
Hey, you know what? This is a safe space, Serge.
I saw a article it wasn't an article, it was a poll that was put by the Decatur news carrier, whatever it is.
Daily?
Yeah, it was a poll put out there this week. And the poll was essentially asking if people agreed with the killings of people from Venezuela and the boat strikes.
Oh, okay.
And there was one person made a comment. Can you look how far we've came as a country when we're making a poll about if we agree with killing people?
Yeah.
I was like, man, you are spot on with that comment. I was like, that was the best comment. Now, I wish I could find it. I went and looked for it. I think they took the poll down, which is unfortunate because I wanted to read exactly what the poll said and what that person's comment said. But that is where we are, where we're discussing essentially is killing people. Do you support just outright killing people?
Yeah.
Of a alleged crime, not even anything that they've proven
or
they gave facts on or.
And also, we have no facts. It's an alleged crime. It's not even truly an alleged crime against us. Like, we're not talking like Osama bin Laden here. We're not talking about someone who specifically set out to take American lives. And then like, even that, honestly, when they found him and killed him was controversial because of, that was investigated by like, the whatever the body is that investigates like war crimes, that's for the UN, and it was, they found it to be okay. But
I'm glad you said that because I saw something from I think it was the Atlantic. Yeah, it was the Atlantic. They said the intellectual and moral decline of the American right. I think that's so accurate. It do feel like the morality and the intellectualism of one side of a political party has just slowly declined over the last decade, and they accept whatever they're told. It's no question, it's no thought, it's no, like we were talking about last week, critical thinking.
Yeah, there's no humanity to it. Like,
well, that too. When you're making a poll about is killing,
which
people,
is wild because a lot of Christians claim to line up with that, but if you're not concerned about humanity and like how others are treated and things like immigrants, like whether or not they pay taxes, whether or not they came here legally, whatever your argument is, I'm not saying that you can't deport people that didn't come here the correct way, but you can't wrangle them up like they're circus animals and put them in the back of a van and drop them off to these awful. Because at the end, it's 2025 and we're human beings and these are fellow human beings. So how can you line up with that, and how can you call yourself a Christian and line up with that? Wait, what part of Christianity are you living and celebrating and being a part of?
You know what? I'm glad you brought up Iraq because I've seen I seen how they're spending everything, and that is essentially their pretexts of going into Venezuela is going to be the same thing as Iraq. So they're calling fentanyl
Right.
chemical warfare. They're calling it weapons of mass destruction.
It just happens to be that Venezuela has like a ton of oil.
It happens.
Wild.
But what they've also have said, plenty of information out there, fentanyl don't even come from Venezuela. So it's all a lie. The initial pretext of killing these people is a lie.
It's also hard. It's hard to go with that route when you've got the president pardoning like really high up drug criminals,
an actual drug trafficker, kingpin,
big ones. Like tons, we're talking like hundreds of the movie Blow, like Johnny Depp as George Young level.
And this, I said it months ago, and people were like, "No, we're not going to war." I was like, "They're gearing up to go and put somebody on land in Venezuela
for so many reasons." Because number one, like then we take their oil, and they have a lot of it. Number two, wars make money for these contractors.
It makes the billionaires more money.
Really,
and what is our president?
Pockets.
He's a billionaire. He's going to enrich himself, and he's going to enrich his billionaire friends.
Yep.
But also, what's interesting, remember earlier this year, he was talking about China hold on rare earth minerals. Venezuela also has a pool of rare earth minerals. And guess who just opened up a company dedicated to manufacturing for rare earth minerals? Don Jr. He just opened up a company recently that would profit from getting rare earth minerals.
But they really care about us.
That's the thing. If I'm like, when do they finally be like, you know what, these rich guys are just effing all of us?
Well, how about the bailout for the farmers?
Which they're saying that won't even cover any of the losses.
No, but it's like if somebody just beats the crap out of you until you're like near death, and they're like, "Hey, I'll take you to the hospital because I'm just a good person." Like
it's that. He only hits me because he loves me. That's what. And it's an abusive relationship.
It is. It's wild because I think that the number was 12 billion that they gave to the farmers, and I'm not mad at the farmers except for the fact that like I need the farmers to wake up. You got to get out of this abusive relationship.
The reason they're in this situation is because of what he did in 2016. In 2016, the same trade policy, which made South America start growing soybean, and that gave China then the avenue to buy this term from South America because of what Trump did in 2016.
Well, I also saw that like, everyone was carrying on about SNAP benefits and how wasteful and stuff. And like SNAP benefits, I can't remember the number, but it was like something in the millions. And then versus this bailout, which was like 12 billion. The difference there, because you're like, okay, well, these people that were so mad that these people are getting their SNAP benefit so they can go buy groceries. 12 something mil, like I don't remember the number, million versus billion, okay? But the difference is the SNAP benefits don't make those politicians any money. The bailouts do, the farmers do, the tariffs do. So I'm just not sure what else we need to see for these people that are either still on the fence or just wildly defending this administration. What do you? I'm curious if you could comment. What would it take for you to be like, oh, y'all are right. This dude is bat crazy. Like, what do y'all need to see? I need to know. I'm very curious.
I am wondering if it will be the progressive aggression on Venezuela. Will that be the tipping point? Because he ran as this anti-war guy, and that's clearly.
Yes, we remember that. But these people that still support him forgot about that. They're good with this because you know what?
He's going to end. Remember,
they will
he's
blindly follow
wars.
him off of a cliff into a sea of sharks.
And that's why I kind of said last week. He's literally the Wizard of Oz. He's a magician that didn't have talent, but he was smart enough to be able to con people. And he slowly had just used people to get what he needs. Just like in, Wicked, the wizard made all the talking animals with the problem. So he united all the people against the animals and made them the enemy. He used, people to achieve his success. He had none.
Yeah.
Like he's the wizard in Oz. That's what he is. And I just wonder if Venezuela will be the tipping point.
Nah.
Because now we're essentially pirates.
Yeah, we are for sure.
I mean,
Like everyone's cutting off their
is that
like
hold on? Is that the Caribbean Ocean?
wait, Venezuela. No, I think it's far enough south that it's just considered the Atlantic. I think the Caribbean's only kind of like in
'Cause if
between.
we're pirates of the Caribbean, that's gonna be that's that's just
Again,
be
I don't know how Johnny
that's
Depp keeps coming into this conversation, but he did it way better. Let's
that's
just let him have that.
that's gonna be peak, like kind of peak MAGA if we're now pirates of the Caribbean because we took that oil
Well,
tanker.
JD Vance does wear eyeliner, so
I saw
he's
someone
already
say that.
halfway there to being a pirate.
Someone said, "Why does he wear eyeliner?"
I don't know, but
Okay, hold on. I want to know where the Caribbean is.
I think it's just the part that's between like under Florida and above like Colombia and Honduras in that area.
Okay, so Venezuela is gonna be here, so we're close. I mean, we got to be in the Caribbean because
Mm,
the route would take you here to America.
where's Venezuela? I
It's
mean,
gonna be here.
are you sure it's not a little further down?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Hold on.
can you get us a
We're
map with actual
we're
countries
doing
listed?
real time investigation right now.
Those South American countries start to get a little hairy on where they're exactly located.
All right, Venezuela. Yeah, look, it's right there. Yeah, it's on the Caribbean.
You're right.
So we're pirates of the Caribbean.
You heard it here first, guys.
That's how far we've came. Maybe I don't know if that was a goal. Was that a MAGA goal?
And honestly, I feel so betrayed right now because I've always had like a little bit of a thing for pirates. Like I love a pirate situation. I don't know. I've always been intrigued by that. I just didn't want to actually be one. You know?
It was funny. You remember off the coast of Africa, those pirates was raiding, and
Yeah.
he called all these countries, shitholes, and here we are doing the same thing, raiding boats.
Oh, we're a hole for sure at this point.
We're raiding boats.
Like people aren't even like countries we've always had alliances with aren't even sharing their intelligence with us anymore. Like nobody trusts us.
But then, like I said, you kind of we made a comment last week about Thanksgiving, and then someone had made a rebuttal back
Yeah.
to us in which we supplied the sources for the information, and they essentially said, "I don't care about your sources," and that kind of goes to the point of we've dumbed down a whole political section.
Well, we just don't value education and thinking for yourself as a society. I feel like a lot of what we talk about on here is strictly our opinion and that's fine. Like if you disagree, that's fine. All I ask is like if you disagree, just say why. Like give us like an educated thing that we can respond back to so we can actually have educated conversation about it. I wouldn't talk about something like, hey, guess what? Your history books were wrong. This is what actually happened with Thanksgiving. If I didn't have sources, like I'm a nerd through and through. I love like a research paper. I love an essay. I love citing my sources. I love that, like, and I don't mean Wikipedia. Like, these were real sources. If you want them, we can send them to you. But this guy, he was like coming at us about how we got it all wrong. But and I knew that could happen, so we dropped our sources. Then he has to come back with, I don't care about your sources.
And my thing, like, if you don't care about sources, then you don't really care about this discussion. And like,
but I feel like that's MAGA in a nutshell, honestly.
It kills any kind of talking at that point. It's like you just care about your opinion and not what you have a list.
Like if I'm like ballsy enough to argue with somebody, and then they throw sources at me, I mean, I'm gonna bow out gracefully. I'm gonna.
Well, at least I'll go check. Okay, let me go read.
Well, first of all, I wouldn't have gone off the panhandle anyway with like acting like I know everything. I might have like double checked their sources if I thought that didn't sound right, but like I wouldn't. I'm not coming in with like an uneducated response anyway, and then I'm definitely not gonna be like, I don't care about your sources. I'm still right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like I said, that was on my mind today because I was like, with everything going on, it just feels like the right is just intellect, morality is slowly slipping and slipping further away. And with Venezuela, we're about to do something. And like, are they going to stand by and watch people be killed for him? Essentially, I mean, that's what's happening because it's unprovoked, it's unnecessary, and the talking points are exactly the same. And also, what I saw, the intellectual part, he had this whole America First pitch. So Fox News, the way they've been spinning this, the Americas, that's America First.
I
I saw,
love that.
so they call it now North America, South
So the
America.
hats, all your
That's
hats need to say "Make America's Great Again."
America's great
Like it's like
again.
people that call it Walmart's.
And that's the part. Like, how stupid can you be? It's like y'all are just
Y'all
being
know there's no
played.
S on that sign, right? Like Walmart's,
They're being
Kmart's. Y'all remember
played.
Kmart's?
Like, how long do you let yourself just be played and not feel stupid?
Well, do you remember that situation where they drank the Kool-Aid? Like literally they were in that cult. Was it Jim Jones or
Yeah.
whatever?
Yep.
That's the answer. They followed him all the way to the Kool-Aid.
Now, I mean, America First is now the Western Hemisphere. We're Western Hemisphere.
So everyone's going to
first.
start dropping like flies once you're fully engulfed in it. There's no coming back from that, really. I'm like, we live in a society where you've got so much information at your hands. Do a little work, do a little legwork, find out.
It is kind of weird. This is the time we have the most information, and it feels like we also have none at all. It don't get used.
Yeah. Like I saw today, Mike Johnson said something about, so Jasmine Crockett announced her run for Senate. Yes. I'm like so torn because like I love James Tallarico too.
Yeah.
But you know what?
I saw that, like,
you know what though? They're not bashing each other.
They're not.
They're gonna give it their all. But whoever ultimately gets the nod, that other person, I have no doubt, will back the other person because that's what you do.
I don't think they're losing in that situation.
Anyway,
no one's losing in that situation.
He's Mike Johnson said when asked about it, he said, I'm not worried about her because people are going to use their common sense. And then she's like, they sure are. That's why you better be worried about me because I use my common sense. And like, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And like, how long are people going to continue to elect these same people over and over again and be shocked when the results suck? Like, hey, how about you for once just not worry about Democrat or Republican? Because guess what? They both suck for real. And just listen to the person and like look at their records and things and what they've been involved in. And like, don't even get me started on my girl Afton Bain, who was literally going door to door herself, making phone calls herself, and got beat out at the last minute, just barely, because some millionaires got together at a private mansion in a district that wasn't even the one up for grabs and magically came out of nowhere with the win. Just use your brains, people.
That's kind of a good segue into our state news, which has been at Islamic school in Tuberville making waves because he's being one of the most racist and bigoted people in the country.
Prime example of someone who probably has never read anything in their life.
He don't. I mean, again, the man, yeah, he probably, to my intellectual decline, it's Tuberville. He just says what he needs to say because he has a microphone and a platform to say it, and he feeds everybody with their hate.
And the thing that's wild about that whole situation is the topic's not even really about Islam. It's more about how this school already exists in Homewood, and they want to move and build a bigger school in Hoover. But they're making them jump through all these hoops and ultimately will not approve rezoning because personally they don't want that school there. So they're making it not happen. He comes out and says, like, the school just needs to not exist. And, I got accused of being Muslim yesterday on the Dear book. I should have never got back on it, but I did. And it's like I told Serge, it's like, I know it's time to go again when I start arguing with these random uneducated fools. And like, I've got someone coming at me telling me like how I'm Muslim because I'm saying that we have religious freedom.
I'm glad you said that. So one of his lines that he said, fine, Tuberville, he said, fine, if you want to live here, but as long as you go by our laws and believe in the things that made this country great, I'm all in. That's from Tuberville. One of the things that our founders came over here was for religious freedom.
Yeah, religious freedom. And there's this thing that I feel like a lot of Christians completely miss. I'm gonna like ruffle some feathers, and that's fine. But Jesus told us to like be a light to others and to like tell others if you're a Christian to tell others about him and show others through your action. I mean, he washed his disciples' feet. He sat at tables with prostitutes and all these people. You know, he was like he came down and embodied a human so that he could go and immerse himself into humans,
into the culture, to
into
the
culture.
society.
And I didn't say he participated. I said he immersed himself into that. But one thing that he said is that we have free will. Like that's kind of the whole premise of it is like he never was like, hey, you need to imprison people and shove it down their throats. And if they don't accept, you need to kill them and wage war against them and kick them out. And like, please show me the scripture that backs up that you can come here as long as you believe what I believe.
And that's kind of how I view it
But
too as
also
well.
show me where in the Constitution it says that. So I need for all of you that keep defending him and defending this and like this whole what is it? I love it. It's God, then family, then country in that order. I need y'all to show me where it says that in the Bible and also where it says that in the Constitution. Because it's just wrong. And like I don't know how else to put it.
It's the attempt to try to shove Christianity down your throat. It's like you're trying to force feed it into everybody. And that's just not, I mean, it's not.
I mean, do you want to move to an area that's predominantly Muslim in the United States? Because there are areas, and them shove it down your throat that you have to be Muslim? No, you don't.
And that's why they're making this big old case against places like Dearborn. When people in Michigan, they love the Dearborn area. Like it's a different culture, different atmosphere, different vibes. People go there,
Am I
shop,
going to
eat, and
move
everything.
there? Probably not. Do I have a problem with it? Also, no.
I have friends live in Novi, Michigan,
I
and
mean,
they go there often.
Is there some stuff that goes on the underground that's shady? Probably because we are shady. Humans are freaking shady.
Human beings are.
Humans are shady.
There's nobody perfect.
And guess what? That's not a race thing or a region or anything. Like humans are shady. So
you can't cast that light on the entire population or
and I'm not saying that like the 9/11 attacks were okay. And I'm not saying I mean but again you're saying that like all Muslims are extremists. And that's just not accurate. It's just not. Like there's plenty of Muslim people that are very devout in their faith, that are sprinkled all up in our society, that are just normal old citizens like you and me.
But that's where they're going because Tuberville also, he went on to say, this goes back to a very deep subject because we're at war. We're at war in this country with all the people that have come here from all over the world. And listen, we love immigration. We're all a part of immigrant family one time or the other. But a lot of people come here and they don't want to assimilate. And then he said they're coming here with their agenda. Tuberville went on to say Muslim immigrants are bringing World War III to American soil.
People.
Like that's going to be the front runner for the Republican Party of Alabama, saying Muslims are coming to this country to start World War III. It's like, why do we keep this whole war thing going on within their party? It's a war on Christmas. It's a war on every whole year long. It's a war on something, and you wonder why they sit at home mad and frustrated and angry at everything because they constantly get drilled with "We're at war. You're being attacked. You're under siege." Like that's what they get all day long from their leader, their party.
You know,
leaders.
It's crazy that he claims that when the mass shootings and all of these things. I mean, I haven't heard of one being done by a Muslim in a while. Like it's always just a real mad white dude. I'm just being honest. It's always a white dude. If it even happens in the first place.
Well, we had that threat here in home in Athens. We had Athens High School apparently over the summer had some terrorist threats. And we know what the face of the person was going to look like.
We already knew it was going to be old Billy Bob.
Yeah, like I said, Tuberville, he's a cancer. He's a problem.
Problem.
And he's
honestly, and I'm just gonna go say it. And like, if I get put on some kind of watch list, cool. He is a terrorist. a true definition of a terrorist. So,
He's definitely inciting it. And I
mhm.
think if we as a state, if we vote him to be our governor, our state is only going to get worse.
I've got to move. I'm just being real. It's like it's got to happen. If he gets voted in, I'm out.
There's nothing that you can tell me about Tuberville if we were to vote for him to be our governor that says to me that Alabama is going to become better. All it's going to do is just instill or highlight or even heighten the worst parts of Alabama.
And you have to think about why is he run? Why does he want to run for governor? Like, why can't he just run for re-election in the Senate? Because he sucks and he knows it, and everybody else knows it, and he knows he has no chance to ever be put in Senate again. And even Trump doesn't want him there anymore. He's like, all right, man, I'm gonna need you to go back to Alabama because those people don't, they're stupid anyway. So just go run for governor there. And then whenever I tell you I want something done, you just shake your head and say yes. But we don't need your services here anymore.
The only thing he's done in the Senate is just to be a yes man for Trump. That's his only claim to fame.
But it's not even, he's not even effective anymore. So that's why Trump is sending him on his way to run for governor.
Well, hopefully we have some common sense in Alabama.
Doug Jones. He's actually very moderate. You should read about him.
He is so moderate.
He is so moderate.
He is so moderate.
Like, honestly, if you, like, the true liberal people are kind of like, okay.
I wish he was more aggressive than what he is.
But
he's very tame.
He's super tame, which is honestly, let's be honest, what Alabama needs.
Because I agree.
Because there's so much fear. I feel like at this day and age, Republicans vote out of fear. We're not voting for what we want. We're voting for the fear of what the other person could be. And
correct. I do agree. Yes, that's a good way to put it. Mm-hmm. That's a good way to put it.
I mean, I've talked to people who said they voted for Trump over Kamala Harris because it's better than what she was. Well, how do we know what she was? We know what he was. Like, we know he incited the January 6th insurrection. Like, what else do you really need to know about that? So you know what he is, and you're more scared of what she possibly could be because she's a woman and she's black. Like, would she have been great? Who knows? Like, who knows? But would she have been better than this? Yes, absolutely. I probably would have put my life on that. She would have been better than this.
But that also kind of highlights the biggest thing of fear, because I've heard that same sentiment, and essentially what you're saying is the convicted guy, the one with the felon, the guy who was buddies with the guy running the pedophilia ring, mm-hmm. the one who has been guilty of fraud, deceiving, and just cheating people. Yeah. You was more scared of the person who was a college educated attorney.
Yeah,
who had a life in government over the guy with the criminal record.
Well, and it's funny because I love how the Christians always want to, spout certain Bible verses, but also the Bible says that God does not give us a spirit of fear. So, do you really think that that's how God wants you to vote? Is like afraid of possibilities when you know what the other side is definitely like bad? Yeah.
All right. Well, this is I
don't know. You were talking about getting on like something making you like bothering you and making you hot. I mean, I'm just, the guy on your Facebook that I like was trying to just educate yesterday, and like I get called a Muslim, which it's fine. Like, clearly I'm not. If I was, I mean, okay, I would say I was, but I'm not. I never even acted like that was not even what it was about.
You just believe people having the right to exercise however they want to live.
Yeah, because that's what the country was based on. The country was not founded on the Bible. That's not true. It wasn't. It was based on religious freedom.
Correct. It was. Mm-hmm. Well, shift gears. Keep it in Alabama, though. Mm-hmm. We got the college football playoffs coming up.
Wah, wah, wah.
So the last time we recorded was before the conference championship game. Mm-hmm. And, of course, Bama got whooped. And
not just barely beat, but whooped.
They got whooped. And the talk was, of course, about Bama being in the playoffs. Did they deserve to be in the playoffs? And
no, they did not.
They definitely did. They were not. They did. They were not going to get put out for a conference championship.
Well, guess what? I'm not going to call you names. I'm just going to say agree to disagree, and a lot of other people that aren't blinded Kool-Aid drinking Bama fans also agree they should not have been.
You can't get punished for playing an extra game.
That was not what it was about.
Yes, if they would have got put out, they'd been punished for playing an extra game. You can't punish for playing that extra game. If you look at
No, no,
Bama,
no, no, no,
okay,
no, 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 no. It was not about playing an extra game. Like it's if that had been their only loss, obviously they would need to be in there. Obviously. It wasn't though. It was not their only loss. And also, you forget that the weekend before they almost got beat by a garbage can Auburn team.
okay, that's a rivalry game.
It
That's
doesn't
different.
matter. It
That's a
doesn't
different.
matter.
That does matter. Rivalries
Doesn't matter.
change the
No.
dynamic of a game.
No. Well, those other ones they've lost were not rivalry games.
So here's the thing. Bama numbers. They beat 7 teams in the top 35 this year.
It's funny how they say you beat teams in the top 35, but if you don't beat them, it's because they dropped out. Like they might have been good in the beginning of the season, but they're not good anymore. It's like you use that to your advantage.
The two teams that have been comparative against have been Notre Dame and Miami. Miami beat 3 total teams together, combined.
Mhm.
They beat 3 teams in the top 35. Bama beat 7 alone. And you can't kick them out and then put because Notre Dame would be the team that you would keep in. You can't. They had 2 games against 2 good teams, Texas A&M and Miami. They lost them both.
You just keep telling yourself that.
I tell myself that. Like Bama earned that spot.
Okay.
You're not.
It's funny too, though, that like all those teams decline playing in any bowl games. I feel like the bowl system is falling apart right before our eyes, and it's because it's honestly political and it's trash.
Well, the playoffs make the bowls.
It's very political.
The playoffs make the bowls unimportant.
BCS was better when it went into a computer and it calculated it and all. I mean, and they know it's bad because next year it's changing. Like they know it's bad, and so it's literally a beauty pageant. It's a Trump-run beauty pageant.
You gotta keep tweaking.
Bama is Erica Kirk.
No, definitely not. Stop it. Too far.
I'm sorry, I had to.
It's too far.
I'm sorry, I had to.
It's too far.
I'm sorry.
Too far.
I'm so sorry.
It's too far.
Bama is Puff Daddy when Biggie died.
They have the resume. Bama have the resume. Their resume is better than a lot of teams. And like I said, and then too, you look at them lose and make it to the conference championship game. That means you're the second place team in the SEC. You're not going to also put out the second place team in the conference. If you do that, no one would ever want to go to the SEC championship game. You essentially cancel that game out.
I mean, I might would be on board with your argument if the game against Georgia had been close.
It don't matter.
It does to me.
Nobody will ever want to go play that conference because Lane Kiffin already bring it up. Maybe you don't want to make it to that conference championship game, and if they would have put Bama out, that would have heightened that argument of we don't want to go play in that game because we might get out of the playoffs. If we're good, we're safe. Why go play?
If you're good, then why are you worried about playing it?
Why go play? Because the ultimate goal is the national championship.
I thought, is it like not your... See, but that's the problem. That doesn't need to be the ultimate goal.
It's always is.
It's like you've got all these steps to get there. And, winning your conference championship used to be important. It used to be an important thing. And the winners of those conference championships automatically rose above, and then you had that's why the BCS just needs to come back. But I mean, you got people like Condoleezza Rice on this committee.
Okay, but the reason for that was because you knew it was only going to be 2 teams to make it to the national championship game. So if you at least won your conference championship, then hey, great, we had a great season. But now you can still make it to the playoffs and be one of the 12. So now the field opens up more. That's why conference championship meant more then. Because only 2 teams had a chance to make it, period.
And now so many teams are like, we're good, thanks. No, thank you.
I think it's going to be a good playoffs. And then the thing with the Bama narrative.
I personally think that not a lot of people will watch. Like, I think the numbers are going to be way down.
They came out and said...
Because it's literally a beauty contest.
Listen, Bama had 10 players hurt that game out against Georgia. That's half
part of it.
That's half
part of it.
That's half your team on the field.
Part of it, bro.
10 people being out. That's a lot.
Part of it.
That's a lot.
I mean, how do you think it goes in baseball when you get to the playoffs and like you got all your pitchers injured and everything else? They all got Tommy John's surgery, recovery, and they're out for the next 2 years. A bunch of little sissies.
That's not the same.
It's the same.
It's not the same.
Moving on.
What do you think about Sharon Moore? We did mention him too. I said if Michigan keeps him next year, they're trolling. And then a week later, we find out that he's having an affair with the staffer, and now he's arrested.
Listen, this is like a walking, talking Lifetime movie.
Where is that ranking scandals?
He done gone to her house. Like he can't even bow out gracefully.
Did he go to her house?
Yes, he showed up at her house.
I saw that there's alleging assault. That's his arrest.
He was for showing he threatened to kill her.
The staffer.
Yeah, and supposedly she was pregnant. Potentially, maybe, I don't know, because like the whole thing got set in motion by a Dash delivery person who delivered a Plan B pill to his office.
You lied.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not lying at all. I'm not lying at all. I'm not lying. And so, listen, Dash Deliver is just trying to make the world a better place.
I wonder who ordered it. Like, why would you send it to your office?
It's what made them look into it, and so apparently they were already investigating it when he went to her house and caused a scene. So I don't know if it was brought to his attention, like, hey, we know, like, you're out, and then he went to her house out of like a
Okay, now I did see that apparently
pride. Have a little pride, okay?
I saw that they did say Michigan State journalists or whatever, they knew about it.
I bet the Dash Deliverer was a Michigan State fan.
So I wonder, was this like a rivalry?
Talk about a rivalry.
But because I saw someone say
that's more backwoods than the Auburn-Alabama rivalry. I saw
someone say if Michigan State was aware of this, then clearly Michigan would have been aware of this situation. They said Michigan had investigated it, but they couldn't find any like evidence or whatever. And then boom.
Not all heroes wear capes.
This happens. That's wild.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It is a good one.
Speaking of good one, guess who's back?
Who?
Our hometown hero, Phillip Rivers. He's coming back.
He is back.
He's like, you know what? I'm just chilling down here in South Alabama.
He was coaching high school
football. He still is. But it's their season's over.
I think he won a championship with his team.
Probably, and his son's a quarterback.
Okay.
And he's being recruited by like a lot of D1 schools. He might have already made his decision. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, he's like, I'm old, but I'm not that old. I'm coming back.
I mean, all these kids.
And I don't mean real old for real. Like, I mean, like
44.
Pro sports old.
44 is old.
44 is not old. It's old for pro sports.
He's a granddaddy now.
He is. You know what though? I believe in him.
Is he the only granddaddy in NFL?
Yes, he is. Because
think about that.
Because Travis and Jason Kelsey on their podcast did a whole thing about it, and they said he would be the first granddad playing in the NFL.
All them kids made him first
but
granddad.
That's not fair because like he had them kids kind of early, so it's like of course you're gonna be a granddad early.
I saw his oldest, which is a daughter. She's like 21 or 22. So I mean, if he's 44 now, he'd be my 21, 22.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mean like in high school. I just mean he married his high school sweetheart. She was there when he was at NC State. He started his family pretty early.
And never stopped.
He did not. And you know what? Look at him though. He's like, I'm still not as young as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was.
That's why I need to play again. I got to feed all these kids.
No, he's good. Trust. He's good. You know why he wants to play again? Because he freaking loves the sport. That's it. He loves it. I love it. I love that he loves it.
I mean, you kind of got.
I personally hope that he kills it. What if he comes in and they go to the Super Bowl? I'm just saying.
There ain't no way that's happening.
I'm just saying. I'm pro Colts right now. I'm a Colts fan. Might even get a shirt. I don't know. My best friend Brianna, she's a big Colts fan. She would be super. She could probably let me borrow one of hers. I don't know. All of a sudden, it's about to be cool down here to be a Colts fan.
Oh, I'm trying to find what is his youngest kid? He has a 2-year-old. So he had one recently.
Pretty recently, yeah.
2023. So his kids range from 2 years old to 23. Yeah, 23. 2 to 23. You got a 20-year gap on his kids.
Well, you act like he had like a one and then one. Like there's several in there.
He's still popping them out.
He's fine.
When do you stop though?
When he wants to. Don't be judging that man. He takes care of all of them.
Yeah, I would imagine so. It's a lot of kids. I
It is a
couldn't.
lot of kids. I
Couldn't
mean,
imagine.
I'm a one and done, so I don't know. I didn't even plan on having one. Here we are.
I feel like after 10 though, you got one successful.
Surprise.
You at least got one successful in there, so you're good. Should we go? We have one successful kid.
And then if you only have one, I mean, I can put all of my effort into her being a successful human.
Just may the odds be in your favor.
But success, that definition is vague. Like, I'm sure all of his kids are going to be successful because they come from a good family. I mean, I personally know people in his family, like, they're just a good bunch. They're a good group of people.
Yeah.
Also, they're Catholic, so it's not super uncommon for them to have a good bit of kids.
They don't believe in protection.
And as long as you can take care of all those kids, that's totally fine. I personally...
I never knew that. Maybe that's why he got a lot of kids, because he believes in Catholicism.
Yeah, it is. Well, okay, so I would say, like, he might be on the higher end of the kids number. I don't think your average person...
Your average Catholic got 10 kids.
No, but... So, I used to, when I was younger, because I said I was not having any kids. And when I was younger, I would have been like, oh, it's terrible, Now I'm like, some people love having kids, and some people just love, and if you can take care of all of them and stuff, power to the people.
My thing, we had our son, of course, and then 4 years later, finally we had a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, we're good. She asked me, I want to have another one? I'm like, we got a pair. I have no reason to have another kid. We had a boy and a girl.
Yeah.
Why?
American dream.
American
dream.
You know what's funny about that? Like, I remember going to one of her appointments, and the doctor, she was talking about, that conversation came up. She want to get her tubes tied or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's like, hey, I'm thinking about not having another kid. I'm like, whatever. I don't care. And we were sitting in the room, and the doctor, and she was talking about it with him. And the doctor asked me, how did I feel about it?
Yeah.
I was like, it's her vagina. That's what I said. That was literally my response.
And maybe more people need to have that outlook on it, because
I'm not gonna tell her what to do.
It's true.
I'm not gonna tell her what to do with that.
Like, I love that.
That's up to her. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I know. I love that. That's so feminist of you.
She can 100% co-sign that. I literally said that as her vagina. See what she wants.
No, that definitely sounds like something you would say. So I believe you.
Well, I was like, hey, we got two. There's a boy and a girl. I have no reason to shoot for another one.
Nope.
It's like, why? What's the point? Why keep
Three's
going?
a crowd, right?
It definitely.
I don't know.
No,
I only have one.
It definitely is. Sometimes the two is hard to deal with, so I can't imagine having more than two.
Yeah, I had the one. She's a lot like me, so I can handle that. But sometimes she's not, and so it's like, I feel like it's hard sometimes to know how to parent your child anyway. But then you have two. But you don't want them to think you love one more than the other, but you have to parent them differently.
That's funny because my daughter.
And I didn't have to deal with any of that.
My daughter got to the point now she asked, "I'm the favorite, ain't I?"
Oh, I know. I was my daddy's favorite too.
She's like, I'm the favorite. But as a lady that goes to the gym, on the gym I go to, and she has 4 kids, and they're all under 5 years old. I'm like, how do you do it? Jesus Christ!
That's it. Jesus, please help me.
I couldn't imagine having that many young kids at the same time.
No, same.
They might have 4 years apart. That's a good little gap period.
Same. I coached 8U softball one time, one of Ruby's little rec teams, and oh my gosh, I love these children. I really did. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I did it because I was tired of having coaches that had no clue what was going on. I was like, I'm gonna do this. So me and White did it, and so I'm not like a person that can do, I'm not a teacher. I'm not like a person that can juggle a lot of kids at one time. But I did love these sweet children. Some of the parents are a little questionable, but there was one kid who was like, Coach Lauren, Coach Lauren, Coach Lauren, Coach Lauren. And I was like, what? And then Ruby Kate, who was standing there, goes,
look at you,
Mom. I said, what? She goes, that was a little harsh.
She gave you a look.
This is at 7 years old. I'm like, well, you go deal with her then. She's like, I will. This is what happens when there's they're all coming at me from all it's different angles. I cracked. I cracked under pressure. That's
like they were just saying I'm not built for more multiple
I'm
kids.
just really not. I'm not. But I love my child more than life itself, and I'm having the best time, and I've loved every stage. And there's been some parts that you don't love because that's being a parent, right? And then but then for every really hard one, there's a really great one, and then when that goes away, there's like another great one, and I love being a mom. I just don't, and I'm sure if I had multiples, I mean, like guess what? I have 2 cats and a dog, and they're all so different. And if you ask me which pet was my favorite, I couldn't really tell you because they're all so wonderful and great in their own ways. And I imagine that's what it's like to have multiple children.
You definitely got a favorite. You
No,
got
I
one.
really
Listen,
don't. I don't.
no, you do, because you like even your kids. You got multiple kids. I feel like everybody got one. Like, you know what? I might have messed up with that one, but this one,
No,
you're my child. I
you-
know it wasn't my fault. That
No.
one was not my fault.
But see, you might have a favorite in the moment, right? You're like holding it, and you're like, so precious, and then it does something, and you're like, oh, you are so much better than her. I don't know. I'm just guessing here.
No.
Hi,
Hey,
bye, friends.
Ken, do you have a favorite kid?
Do y'all have favorite children? Yeah.
See?
Okay, well,
he said definitely.
Guess what? I only have one, so I don't real know.
I told you. You always have a favorite
Is it
child.
always the same one, though? See, that's it. It varies. It changes.
Okay, they said it varies. They said it varies.
That's what I'm saying with the pets.
But then, you got the one kid though, and you're like, your other kids are examples. Like, it wasn't my fault. They're this way.
But also, I had heard that if you have 2 kids, one kid, if you have a super easy kid, the next kid is not easy. Or if you have a really hard kid, your next kid is easier. Well, I had a super easy kid. So also I was like, on top of the fact that I just wasn't a huge person that wanted a bunch of kids, also I was like, she's really easy. She's so much like me. She's so good tempered. She sleeps, blah, blah. I think I'll stop. I think I'm going to stop while I'm ahead, Turned out pretty decent.
It worked out. Working out. We had the parade that got canceled last week.
Oh, yeah.
Thursday got rescheduled for Sunday. Were you at the parade Sunday?
Oh, for sure. It was the most controversial thing since Athens went wet. Having a parade on a Sunday night.
I was like, it felt so weird. I'm like, people were like, "Oh, you put it on Sunday night." Yeah. I'm like, if your church can't let you attend a parade to be amongst your community and your city and amongst your fellow people,
I would say to bring out the Christ in Christmas, but I got told that it's not about because that's not his birthday. So.
You did get told that. But yeah, it definitely Sunday night. I'm like, churches should have been like, okay, go be with your fellow.
Honestly, it wasn't. I really kind of liked it on a Sunday night. The only thing that sucked was that a lot of the bands didn't participate, and so it really needed that because I felt like the music is what keeps it lively.
It was much shorter than a user parade, which I wasn't mad about.
I wasn't mad about that, but the liveliness is what I feel like was missing.
It was less.
After the beginning.
It was less youth in the parade.
Yeah,
there's a lot. A lot of adults.
I kind of wanted to do that line dancing thing though. That was kind of fun. That looked fun, right?
Which one?
The line dancing group.
The Charlottes.
No. I kind of want to do that too though. But no, the line dancers, they apparently there was this big gap in the parade, and it was because they were actually doing a line dance the whole way.
I didn't know that.
But once they got there, I was like, that's pretty cool. I mean, we've all seen line dancing, but to line dance the whole parade route, that's pretty impressive.
I mean, it's impressive to walk that far. I can imagine walking from,
from
high school.
You're such a sissy.
High school to hometown?
Dude.
That's a walk. That's
people be like, I saw you over by this. Did you walk from your house?
I respect
this
the band
is a
people.
Small town.
That's why I respect the band people. When they carry that big old tuba and you walk from that far to that far.
You know what? I might be buff if I carried a tuba on my walks, 6 miles with a tuba, sure.
But I always say though, every single year, no matter what day it is, no matter what it is, someone complains about the Athens. It's always a group. They're always going to complain about a parade.
There's some people that literally would not exist on this world if they didn't complain about everything. And I'm sorry that your life is so sad and it sucks so bad, but I encourage you, if you find yourself to complain a lot, to go get a hobby or something that takes up a little time. Like me, I started guitar lessons this week.
I saw that.
Yeah. I learned 3 chords. I got told my homework is to find a song I want to learn
Okay.
that's not too complicated. I asked what too complicated means. So then I went home and I was like, I'm gonna learn this one. Oh, intermediate. Okay, let me scale it back a little bit. So got a couple songs I'm gonna take for my guitar instructor. And I might be your next musical sensation.
What's
Maybe
funny,
I'll bring my guitar one day on the
years ago,
podcast.
I was in my 20s. I bought a guitar. I think I'm gonna learn to play the guitar. It's set in my closet.
It's not too late.
It's set in my closet.
It's not too late.
It's definitely too late.
My birthday was Monday, and on Tuesday, I gifted myself with guitar lessons.
I thought about it. Yeah, I said I bought one.
Yeah.
Then I sold it.
No.
It said there was so long in my closet that I sold it.
Oh, sad. Okay, well, you should buy another one, and it's never too late to start. I'm going to be chasing that neon rainbow, living that honky-tonk dream before you know it.
Well, I guess before we get out of here, some good news. We had our Texas Roadhouse open.
I saw where you got like a VIP invite and did not invite your fellow podcast.
Okay, so
person.
how I got that? I saw a couple people had said something. They use in the foyer to have some of my drone photos of Athens. And so that's how I got that. They contacted me.
But you could have like.
And they asked, hey, can we use your Athens city and send us some photos? We saw you have drone photos. Can we use some? Yada yada. And I sent them a file of photos.
You couldn't even bring me rolls or something?
Well, I mean,
my
wife had like 3 baskets.
It's fine. I'll remember that.
She wasn't gonna bring any home. Because then I said them to her like,
free.
I was like, them rolls good, ain't it? She was like, what are you trying to say? You enjoying the rolls?
It's okay. You even said it's okay every now and then to enjoy a little excess.
I don't care. I wouldn't judge it.
That sounds a little judgy. I hope you enjoyed them, Tiffany.
She didn't eat no more. She took them home.
A man always trying to ruin our good time, ain't he?
She took them home in the go box. But ever since now,
they're good for breakfast too. But
I mean, I passed and I got to pass by because it's about where I live, and the parking lot's staying packed. So.
I know I can't stand to go to a new place the first month it's open because people will just like act like they've never been out of the house. It ain't for me.
All these Athenians.
I like it all to die down a little bit.
They're packing out Texas Roadhouse.
Because I mean, have we not eaten at a Texas Roadhouse? Like, I don't need to be there on week 1 just because I'm not a person who fights over. I'm not going Black Friday shopping. I'm not going to a restaurant the week it opens unless I give it a VIP invite, which I'm not. So
it was interesting going because the way they set it up, like, we had to book a time and go there. But then they had these like 4 courses kind of deal. They had the cards of 4 different items.
Okay.
And you can essentially pick one card. Like, so one of them was like 12 ounce, maybe, I think it was like 12 ounce ribeye.
Okay.
And they had one was like a chicken dish, one was a rib dish. So each person could have picked a dish or whatever.
Okay.
And it was free. And they brought it out to you.
I gotcha.
So the meal was completely free at all. And even though my daughter, she was with us, and she got some on the kid menu. I think our bill came out to be $90-some, but it was when they brought us a ticket, it was $0. So it's just a free meal at Texas Roadhouse. And I guess they use it as their training and whatever.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
You gave it A+?
It was
A-?
Nice. So normally don't eat steak from places. I cook my own steak. It was good.
I'm super picky. Like it's filet or bust for me. I know that's not the best cut of the meat, but like I don't like fat.
Funny enough, I think that was the first steak I've had at a Texas Roadhouse. Because I like.
So I like the salad with the steak on it. That's what I always get there because I love a salad, but then I like steak, but I don't want fatty steak. So it's already cut in like the strips and it's more lean.
How do you eat your steak? What temp?
If I go to like a fancy, like a place where I don't have to like instruct them on what I mean, I'll do medium.
Okay. Hey,
if I go to a nice steakhouse, like in New York City or something, if I'm like somewhere like that, I'm gonna say medium well because I'm not saying well done. I'm not charring it, but like
that's my way.
But here's the thing: I feel like at places like that, they don't really know how to do what you're asking. I'd rather err on the side of caution because even you'll find a lot of times if like for example on the salad, I say medium well because I don't like the texture of it too not done. And it's still going to have pink in it when I say medium well because they don't know what they're doing.
It's okay. So I like mine medium rare to medium.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
It just melts in your mouth. Like, you don't need no salt. You need nothing but salt and pepper, some heat.
If they know what they are doing.
A good medium rare steak.
But you can't assume especially at like that kind of restaurant. You can't assume they actually know what they're doing.
But you can't really undercook a steak.
You can undercook a steak for someone's preference, maybe not for their health, but like I don't like that if it's not done enough.
It eats better.
Look, I have texture issues. I don't need your judgment.
You can judge that.
At least I'm not getting it well done, okay?
That's better. Yeah, that'd be a
That's a travesty. That's a travesty.
You get a-
Now, again,
you
if
eat a burger, you eat a
if
burger
I'm
at
at
that
like
point.
a top-notch place, I'll say medium because I trust that you know what that means.
Okay. Yeah,
Did I pass the question?
You're all right. You're all right.
Okay.
Yeah, I normally go meat when I'm at like a casual place. I go medium. When I'm at like a steak place, I'm going medium rare.
It's just not enjoyable to me. But also, I only want a fillet. I don't want any. I don't need to be told like, oh, well, this is the best part of the cow because that's in the eye of the beholder.
All right. Well, maybe you can get you some rolls here pretty soon.
It's fine. I mean, if not,
let the crowd.
I've been to Texas Roadhouse a bunch of times, so I don't have FOMO there.
I would say I don't go to Madison one because it's always packed. That's why I avoid the Madison one.
It is. Yeah, I haven't been there a ton.
I ain't
The
been in a
last
while.
time
It's
I
been a
ate,
long
my friend
time
was
since
in
I've been there.
town who's from here. Well, he's from Moulton, but he lives on the West Coast now, and he was back visiting family. And I was like, "Where do you want to go eat?" And he picked Texas Roadhouse because I guess they don't have that out there. And I'm like, "Hey, if you want that, that's what we're going to." So we went to the one in Decatur, and it was good. It's good. It's good stuff.
All right. Well, till next week.
Next week.
All right. See y'all.